I can hardly wait. Just one more sleep. Santa Claus Parade in Leduc is tomorrow night. Between them, they've won the last 4 Tim Horton Briers. You're going to catch it? Yes, you will. And Alberta are the Canadian men's curling champions, facing each other in 2 finals. 4-8 is what you need to become the Canadian curling champions. Brad Gushue and Kevin Koe have owned the tankard. Now they want to lock up a spot in the Olympic trials, but to do so, they need to win in Leduc. Koe, Gushue, next. It's the final night of round-robin play here at the Sobeys Arena, all part of the Leduc Recreation Complex. Let's get you caught up in what happened this afternoon, and so much to talk about as Gushue keeps himself alive with a win and Koe guarantees himself at least a tiebreaker. On the women's side, big wins by Carey, Fleury, and Holman. So this is what it all means. On the women's side of the ledger, Fleury, Holman, Carey, they are your 3 playoff teams. A win by Holman tonight, she's first. A loss by Holman, Fleury will be first and get the bye to the final. Epping, Botcher, Koe are guaranteed tiebreakers. Brad Gushue, he must win. If Koe should win, he would be first and put himself into Sunday's final. As on this Friday night, we do say hello, Canada, and welcome back to Leduc. Russ alongside Cheryl, of course, still on the ice and finishing up round robin with Team Scheidegger. So you must win. Brad Gushue, simple as that. And I would think as he goes into this must win, he's feeling pretty good about his game.
He sure is now. He wasn't earlier, 1-2 start, but he did lose to Epping and Botcher. A lot of people have done that, so you can throw that out. But it's the way he lost. He himself was really struggling with the rocks, a little bit of extra curl. But yeah, they've turned it around at the exact right time. As a team, last 2 games, 87% as a team.
But
Kevin Koe, last 2 games, that's who he's playing, 93% as a team. Koe, he just has an innate ability to throw out whatever he's done all year. When he really needs to, he's got that one extra gear.
And let's remember, in the back of his mind, he remembers Korea, no medal. He wants to get back for China, and this will be a ticket to those trials in Saskatoon to do it.
The 2019 Home Hardware Canada Cup of Curling is brought to you by OK Tire and BKT Tires. The 2019 Home Hardware Canada Cup of Curling is brought to you by Cashmere Bathroom Tissue. Nothing feels like cashmere. By Home Hardware, Here's How. And by New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada.
So it all comes down to these 2, Gushue and Koe. Gushue wins, tiebreakers. Koe wins, he's first. Time to meet the teams now. It's brought to you by Home Hardware. Here's how. The Koe team hail from the Glencoe Club in Calgary, skipped by 44-year-old Kevin Koe, with Ben Hebert, Colton Flash, and BJ Neufeld. Team Gushue out of the Valley Haley Golf and Country Club, the Remax Center in St. John's. 39-year-old Brad Gushue, backed up by Jeff Walker, Brett Gallant, pardon me, and Mark Nichols. And this is a first. We haven't seen him out with the brush down. As for the first time in the event, Brad Gushue doesn't have the last draw. Did not win the draw to the button. That is Kevin Koe. He'll have the hammer playing the red stones. Gushue, the yellow. And to get us underway, the Gushue lead is Jeff Walker.
Pretty good. It's tough to pick between these 2 teams. Obviously, we touched on it in the opening. The hot streaks they're both on. Something's got to give here. We haven't put on the sheet, Vic. We've been 4 times in a row on C, so everybody's saying every sheet they're raving about the curl. It's fooling people. And most of the teams are admitting it's self-error, not anything to do with the ice maker's quality. Tons of lead finish. So weight sensitive. And that helps Koe and Gushue, because they're both good at that.
Room. Too much room. Too much room. It's flashes
Ben
all
Hebert.
day. It's good. Line's not good.
I'll be interested to see the
Flash
approach
your
here
rock. Flash.
with so much on the line.
T-line. Hard. Go.
You know, listen, we don't know if Gushue wins who the tie-breaking team will be. That to be figured out by draw to the button and the results of draw to the button.
I don't love.
But it'll be interesting to see how he approaches this Koe. You go right after them. You know that old adage is, you know, Wayne Madaw said, go after them early. That's when the ice is best.
Not heavy.
I love that theory because most teams don't want to do that. They're uncomfortable. You see a lot of maybe in the Scotties or the first couple draws of the Brier, it's hit. So maybe you can catch somebody off guard, but not a veteran like Gushue.
That set might be a little straight.
I think who's going to probably tighten me a hair, but
I
need less weight, obviously. Eh?
Yeah.
All right, keys to the game, and we'll start with Kevin Koe.
Well, it's Koe time. We just talked about it. 0 wins on tour. He only won 60% of his games on tour. He's played himself just lights out. The team's been solid, but he just seems to make that big one at the right time. The other thing is both teams have to really get the rocks in the right spot. It's all about getting to the inside with some of these come-arounds, and then you can make the run-backs a lot easier.
Hard. Yep, every inch. Hard. Go, Colton. Go, Colton. Go.
That's good.
And he wraps it around. Now for Brad Gushue.
Well, longer guards, and there's a good example right here. This is a short run back. The caliber of a Gallant, he can make this shot. Koe thrives on this, so make them longer and make it more of a finesse game, which Gushue might have a slight advantage on. And it's extremely weight sensitive. You have to be in the same page as the thrower to get the broom in the right spot.
Keys to the game are brought to you by Cashmere Bathroom Tissue. Nothing feels like Cashmere. Run it back. Oh, and he just tickles it on the way by, but moves that guard over, and also the raised stone is pushed out into the open.
I threw one here in practice about middle of 4. $14-3. Well, when I threw on my heavy draw to the button. Yep. Okay.
Almost all the teams use hog to hog now. The theory used to be take a split time, but everybody's delivery. Look at Colton here. He's got a stainless steel slider. He's up on his toe. He glides forever. So the split time is so deceiving compared to somebody that doesn't do that. So they just go hog to hog, because once you've released it, if it's going to be in the tee line, it's got to be the right speed.
Sideways.
Stay with it. Right to my broom looks here.
Needs to stop.
Shot flash.
By Colton.
As he splits the rings to sit 2 with last draw.
Same weight.
If you're just joining us for the first time on this Friday night, lots of curl, upwards of 6 feet, sometimes even a little bit more. Want you to keep in mind and take a look for the Pioneer logos, which are just outside the hog lines at each end. That's where the break usually starts on the draws, and when it goes over that, it just literally swings left and right.
That's the other tendency. It's the first time we've seen that shot on this sheet, but it was the same thing on C. You get out far enough, like really wide, like that was for Gallant, it'll stay there.
That's less. 100% less.
Line's a little tighter.
I love what this team does. The first communications from the guy that threw it there. A lot of people think it should be the brushing to pick it up on. Nobody knows better than the guy to let it go, what he did to it.
Yep, go Beach. Hard.
Easy. Still on a hair softer, eh?
I was a little positive, but
Okay. Normal.
weight's good.
Little less than Brent.
Weight's good.
Yep.
Third stones here in this first.
Yep. Whoa. Yes. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Roll it.
Gonna roll it closer. Yeah, rolls it over.
Keep going.
And he'll get it to the middle of the 8.
Yeah, it's a cat and mouse game here. Gushue's going to try to roll them over and not roll out closer to that red one to set up some type of double. So they got 3 more tries to do that.
Yep. Yeah, we're a little down. We're down. Hard. Hard. Gotta go, Flash.
BJ Newfound. Colton Flash closest to the stone. And they managed to hold it. Now where will this go? And finally settles back edge of the 8.
Weight sensitive, as we said. As soon as he let it go, they yelled a little down. That caused the problem.
Okay. What's this gonna do here, boys?
Mine ran really straight closer to the center.
Okay. I think that's perfect ice.
Is that good weight?
Perfect weight.
Okay.
Weight's good. Whoa. Normal. Whoa. Might go high here if it doesn't. Whoa. Jeff. No, it's right on the nose.
It's interesting that, you know, as Russ mentioned, we say good evening to Kathy Gauthier. Russ mentioned the struggles of this Gushue team early, particularly with the rock, Kathy.
Well, Brad said for sure they came into this building not knowing any of them. They had Jules Ochar here for the first 2 days to match stones and see what others were throwing. And in this sport, it is a gentleman's sport. They actually traded information amongst the players. So I'll tell you what's happening on Bravo if you give me the information on Charlie. Not all of the information, but what stones really were mismatched so that both of those teams that were going out there could make better shots. And it's interesting, Brad Gushue said the struggles with his team right now are in the middle with Mark and Brett and the runbacks. We saw that already with Brett. They have not been able to nut them, and that's caused problems.
Yes, no roll. Yellow one, Ben.
Not rolling far.
Oh, and just lovely weight, enough to push it through. So these stones, unlike some of the stones that the different teams will know from a Briar stone or Canada Cup stones or, you know, elsewhere around the Curling Canada events, these stones, first use was at a mixed doubles event last March in Fredericton. So they get here and they go, which stones are they? And they open their book and they've got no notes.
Exactly.
So everybody was basically had a blank page and they were learning as they go. Add to it all this swingy ice, and at times they were getting caught.
Yeah,
and
they
Gushue
really were.
in particular.
Yeah, he did. He admitted after the game 1 he had a rock. Took him 7 ends, and the damage was done before he figured it out. And that can happen because if you don't notice it in practice, then you might throw a draw with the 7 rock, throw a peel with the 8 rock. How do you match them?
Just more, little light,
Gotta go. Gotta go. Yep. Hard, gotta go. Hard line. Hard, you gotta go. Hard.
Skip Stones, Brad Gushue with his first. Get off it now. Now, there's that. We've seen that kind of same thing on C where we've been predominantly.
Yeah, it's just going to
same thing there.
Exactly, Vic. It's amazing. It's obviously easier from up here, but 2 things there. 3 things really. It's your intern, which tends to come out a little softer, so you get an earlier curl. You're going to hit pebble there because nobody practiced edge of the 4. And
full draw button speed here.
on the sheet we covered all along, it curled like crazy in that spot.
Yeah.
Just tell you want to be
Top 12. Yeah, top 8. Yeah, you bet. I got you. No trouble. Here more. Same. Okay.
Pretty well the same shot that flashed through. Up to speed here now. They had 2. The second one he brushed quite a bit.
Go hard, go hard, go hard.
Okay, I really like
Gotta go. No, we gotta go.
Look at that. Now, it's interesting.
Line's fine.
You know, remember we
Take a
talked
look, you're
with
just going top 12.
Ben Hebert
Meets the curl,
earlier in the week. He said, I've never been
Splashes all day.
afraid to brush.
Above this.
It's my call.
It's
I'll
above
take
this.
the
Distance
stone.
all day.
And he picked it up early, right out of his hand, and Koe said he
Whoa.
liked it.
Whoa!
And
Got a boy, Koe.
there they
Great
are.
shot.
A lot of arguing on the way down, but it ended up perfect.
Well, right, and but that's exactly it. He's never afraid.
Yep. That's what you want.
Pretty good.
3/4 or so low. Yeah. You guys like that ice?
Heats the double here to stop the 3.
Yeah, I like that. Couple inches.
Well, that's not a good sign if you're Gushue, is it?
Whoa.
For the first time this week.
Jeff. Whoa. Jeff.
He doesn't have the hammer here.
Are you kidding me? Jesus.
Wow.
Again, we can only assume it's same characteristics as C, and C. That was the straighter turn, and C also. Wow. Out of nowhere, Vic.
Yeah. Well, it starts with Gallant and not making the run back.
Yep.
Now the mistake by him with his last.
Threw it good.
Kevin's just seen it too. That's the dream setup here for a 3.
Hey, we're about normal.
Whoa,
Easy.
whoa.
Clean.
Clean. Yep. Whoa.
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 Yep. Whoa. Whoa.
Yep. Heart right up.
Right up to it. And you can put up 3.
Nice done, guys. 3 red.
Koe, big first. It's the final night of round robin play, day 3 of the Home Hardware Canada Cup here at the Sobeys Arena in Leduc. Now that's couldn't ask for a better start if you're Kevin Koe, taking advantage of a couple of mistakes by the Gushue team,
Just past that.
including the skipper, and he puts 3 on the board.
Past that. 3 feet past that. 2 feet past that.
Koe win will end any chance of a tiebreaker, and that Koe win would put him right into Sunday's final. So here in the second, it is Gushue that does have last rock. They have the hammer playing the Yellowstones. As you take a look at the other games on the ice, Dunstone against Howard, they were eliminated earlier. Rachel Holman against Jennifer Jones. Cheryl Bernard skipping Team Scheidegger against Robin Silvernagel, and John Epping and Brendan Botcher already guaranteed at least a spot in a tiebreaker.
Little tighter than half.
Tracy Fleury, she's already finished her round robin, has the evening off. She'll be one of the playoff teams. Just doesn't know whether she'll be in the final or in the semifinal.
If you want to set up an end, there's 5 rocks that are arguably perfect. Absolutely perfect. Top button on the center line.
Whoa.
Top 12 guarding it. Long guard guarding everything. And 2 perfect corner guards, long and short.
Spin it up.
Just nice curling.
Exchange there of the, they get the high guard, then exchange basically the
guard is what I like.
guards covering the 8 foot. Let's begin our updates with Rachel Holman and Jennifer Jones.
And you can see those 2 stones out in the wings, both of them biting. So this is in fact a draw against 2.
Not curling, Joss.
Just needs 12 foot.
Hasn't been a great week for Jennifer Jones, to say the least, coming in with a 2-3 record, just struggling in particular with her draw weight.
Halfway. 2/3.
One.
But finds it there for an early lead on Rachel Holman.
14. I've been throwing. Yeah, it's as much as I've been throwing.
Holman wins, and she will be first. And she'll get that bye to Sunday's final.
I think this will curl.
I like that ice. I can't see it going tons.
Awkward.
It's a little light. Just through.
Close.
Just through. Little light.
Heart. Line's good.
Hard. Hard, guys. Hard. Gotta go hard. 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 You gotta roll this. Oh, it's no weight at all. 2. Yeah, I know. Throw guard.
We're up again. Kathy, let's check in first end with Matt Dunstone and Glenn Howard.
Well, that yellow stone that you saw biting the top of the 4 was Glenn's first stone, drawing against 3 Dunstone rocks. Matt tried to follow it, came a little bit short. This is a draw for 2.
You got no line right now. Cold draw, boys. Line's good.
Howard's only win coming against Kevin Koe when Koe was caught on a pick.
Line's perfect. Do you need backing? Good shot.
And
Good
they'll
eye,
hang
boys.
it on the back edge for 2.
Hard then. Where are you?
2/3.
Hard. Whoa.
57-year-old
Halfway. Half.
Clean.
Glenn Howard.
Halfway. 2/3.
Ben, yep.
He's had a good week. He didn't play well
Stay with it.
Gotta stop, guys.
in the earlier game at all. It was probably the worst game he's had all season, but the other 5, he's made a lot of shots. It's just sometimes the opposition doesn't cooperate.
Thanks, so.
Well, this is a, we've said it before, this
Half
is
to a
as
thick
good a
half.
field and the kind of field
Yep.
in terms of quality
Thick half, Mark. Thick half.
that you'll see come those trials. The curling trials in Saskatoon in late November, early December of 21.
Yes! Hard. Hard! Hard! Whoa, whoa! Better for us. Way better.
Pretty good.
That's a little better.
Top button.
Still leaves Koe
up here, boys.
under cover.
Okay.
2 stones, in fact, the one top edge of the 12 and then one back edge of the 4.
Top 4.
Yeah, top 4 foot, guys.
Steal by Scheidegger. And one for Botcher to take the lead on Epping. Steal there.
Line's good.
But it's not a great sign, I think, if you're Gushue.
Room.
You're
Wait
chasing,
only.
and you have been
Yeah.
chasing.
We gotta go.
Really chasing, and they're going to
Line's not
continue to
good.
chase it at 3 down 3.
Wing's good. Wing's good, Kev. Top
Line's
4.
not good.
Flash,
Flash, go.
Hard flash.
Go.
Hard flash.
Hard. You
That's
gotta
slowed
be
down.
It's gonna be past this. Go, go,
Go,
go.
go, 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 go.
Okay.
That stopped in a hurry.
That's what I thought that was. No, it's weird that it was so wide.
And even they think it's just a little odd. A little peculiar what that stone did.
Freeze
What
back.
do you do?
Have to make
Make
sure
a note
we
of that
score
path
here.
then? Just as a
Do you ever hit
regards
just
to that stone.
roll
Is
like
stone
I
or the
did?
path, you think, there? that
I think
caused-
just fresh pebble.
Okay.
I think it was out so wide you heard
Fucking inch.
the front end
Yeah,
say it's
do with it.
really
That's
wide.
just-
and
I think that's the shot.
they thought heavy for a minute. Next thing you know, it was going sideways and stopped.
The only other thing is that, but then he lobs one in there.
I don't think you can leave that there.
Try to get a little low. We play this. Let him deal with it. Hack!
It's the right call. You can sneak it in the inside there. It's the second shot.
Yeah. Okay. Hack. Good speed here.
Be a touch slow in here, but it's close.
Should also curl a lot.
It's good.
It's good.
Just hack.
Yeah, a little quiet. Yes.
I'll be
A little quiet. Whoa. Yeah. Whoa. Jeff. Just tack. Jeff. Whoa. Whoa. Jeff, go ahead. I'm gonna have to go on that one. Hard.
Yeah,
You just throw it
just
that
enough
way.
to push it to the back edge of the 12.
in here.
Okay.
Hit our red. You can hit our center line.
Yeah, he's just putting it here, but then we're going around here.
I don't think we can. I don't think we can go here. Like it's real tight line.
How are you thinking to hit
I
this?
can do this.
That was my first.
Just you don't have a ton, do you?
No, you don't. It's tough. Makes sense. You got all you need, though.
I could run that, or I can draw here.
What if we just plug this hole?
He's just bumping. He's bumping that up.
Well, I mean, hey. Or we might have off his shooter.
First thought was this run.
It's just.
It's not that easy. Our red's in the way. I'll tell you what.
Once you do that, he can freeze on that.
That's
Then we
true.
go here.
Yeah. Once you play this run, he's freezing on that back one.
There's a shot right here that Gushue would like to play, but these rocks are really kind of in the way. So if Kevin comes down and hits this, kills that one, this red one's long gone. Now he's got a little more room for Gushue. You're actually helping Brad Gushue by making that.
What about the draws they talked about?
Yeah, I think you might have to. You're up 3-0. You hate to leave that yellow one, but I think you're right, Vic. Again for the second time this year.
Guard, then we're playing.
Been a great week.
I don't hate this guard. Do you?
What? Yeah, I don't hate it.
Like, he's got to make a good bump.
Then you're playing this.
He's not going to miss it. But.
I like the draw too. Whatever you like, Kev.
I'm good with it if you like it.
Boy, it's at times I look at it and I wonder if those watching do as well. The conversation about so many options when really the first option, the draw, was the one they're going to play.
Yeah, in this case, it's not too critical. Brad's got to make a couple brilliant shots to score 2.
Now, maybe the reasoning for questioning the draw or leaving it to the last moment is where that brush is at 6 inches outside the 12.
Yeah, it's easy to say. Can you make it?
Line only.
Room, then.
It's pretty good. Need some crunchy. Need some crunch.
Line's really good.
Need some crunchiness here.
Need some fresh pebble here to help it slow down. Look at that, just skate.
Okay. Okay. Not the end of the world.
Yeah, I think so.
Gives Brad the tap for 2.
Like, if we do that, he can't freeze, but
Yeah.
it might be the best result.
It is. Well,
It's tough, though, because it's over buried.
4, but
I think we just got to play enough.
1365.
I don't think we're rolling too far, to be honest. Because it's over buried to get enough curl there.
okay.
Yeah, I know. Problem is, I do that. And
Kevin could have come through the same port Brad has, too.
Let's update Rachel Holm and Jennifer Jones.
Well, for both of Jennifer's shot was trying to hit and roll underneath a Rachel Homan stone, trying to group them and maybe have an opportunity to get out of this end. And both times she rolled but left her stone open, and Rachel was able to hit the first. And this is a hit for 2.
And right on the money.
Red. She say yellow.
Again, the scenario, Holman wins. She will get the bye to the final on Sunday.
It's close.
A loss.
They held mine
That
nice,
will
and I
be
was a
Tracy
little late.
Fleury will see Sunday the final.
Down here, I don't think
It's okay in
bad.
here, yeah.
Good. Should be hack.
Hack.
Whoa, whoa. Weight's good. Whoa. Yep. Hack. Whoa. Still good.
Whoa. Whoa. Yep.
Yep.
Yes.
Hack. Hard.
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 Hard. Hard.
Rules first again.
They'll leave it there. Why did they shy away from the bump?
I think the freeze.
Well, I thought they were going to bump up.
Wait,
Wasn't there talk about bumping the stone in the top of the 12 back?
Yes. Well, if Kevin had made his.
Okay.
But this way they're sitting 2 now.
All right.
Yeah, no, for sure the bump was still there.
Okay.
Or do I need a...
First thought was board.
Watch Brad. That looks like
I think it would need good board.
good board, he said.
You got to roll somewhere now.
That control broom.
All right, once again, lots of pressure being put on by Cheryl Bernard skipping the Scheidegger team out of Lethbridge against Robin Silvernagel from North Battleford.
Cheryl hit and stuck on her final stone to lie 3. And it's not that the draw is that difficult. It is always navigating the port.
It's good. Solid board.
And needs to stop at a bite of the 4.
And that slips too far. So that's a steal of 2. Oh, look at that. Not rolling that first time left that, and he gets the roll and in behind. And
just makes the right one at the right time, eh?
Shot it.
Fucking right, Stu, out of boy.
I would also suggest, you know, Kevin missed a pretty bad, well, not a bad one. He had to go out wide. He was a bit of a guess, but he missed paint.
Kevin's to say wide too.
But he comes back with the big one with his last shot.
Pretty good.
Seems to have that ability.
Yeah, it doesn't phase him.
I think a couple
He's a sports psychologist. Whereas he parks it
Yes.
quickly, doesn't he?
No question. Brad made one like this against Brad Jacobs against 3 that saved the game.
Yeah, he got right
Hard,
to the
it's
pin. He
thrown
put it
early,
in
hard.
the pocket. There was a
Yeah.
little nest
Hard!
there. He dropped it in there like an egg.
Hard for line!
Gotta go!
There they go.
Hard!
Walker Gallant. That's that Pioneer. Look at it start to swoop right away. Doesn't have a chance.
A pick or just.
And there it is, a steal of 1.
Yeah, look tight early.
Koe adds to the total.
I picked early. The line was, you can see it squared up.
3 in the first, steal of 1, and Kevin Koe is in control here through the first 2. We go to the third. Once again, Brad Gushue does have last rock. He has the hammer, playing the Yellowstones on this Friday night from Leduc. Final round robin draw of the Home Hardware Canada Cup.
Mark, go ahead, Mark. Go, 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 go. Okay.
Listen, we're not saying anything that anybody doesn't know. Kevin Koe is a very, very special player. His first one, he throws to the hack, and then he gathers himself up and does this.
Yeah, I like what you said. He just parks it. Just the most important shot's the next one. And guess where that one went? Absolutely perfect.
And Gushue couldn't respond. Steal 1. The key shot is brought to you by OK Tire. Service, repair, and tires.
Let it go, D! Hard, BJ! Hard, BJ! Go! Go, 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 go! Good.
Again, take a snapshot. 5 perfect rocks. The yellow corners could have been a little wider.
Real straight here.
Try to make them all go away here.
Close. Off. Whoa, curl. No. Oh, my goodness.
Same thing.
They haven't played that bad a game, Vic, at all. The first end was going along fine. They stuffed a run back, ticked a guard, gave up 3. Second end, they had 2 generated right till the very last shot. Kevin made a great one.
So he gives up that steal there to Koe. You have to go back to the first end of the first game, and that was on Wednesday morning against Brendan Botcher when he opened with last rock. And he gave up a steal of 1.
Keep going.
Keep it going, Ben. You chip the front.
Where are you?
Now we're high.
Well, it picked. No.
Okay.
Tough break.
Bad luck.
Jesus. Like just here? All right.
Forward weight.
Let's take advantage of that here.
Forward weight.
Well, you've been given the chance. Now you have to
Forward. Wait
take
straight.
advantage of it.
That's right.
Whoa.
You got staggered
Nice forward.
guards that you can use.
Deuce. Yes. Hard.
Brett Gallant, get it by. Oh, goodness. And now roll it over. And underneath, just now it peeks out the other side.
That ever roll?
Yeah.
Didn't hit it that.
Just took a big hard.
Really jumped off.
3 quarters.
I gotta hit it. He's gonna draw, but switch.
Yeah, dude, fine.
Look at this.
Time in that, Jeff?
But here again, Russ, I mean, this is the opportunity.
I was expecting to have it sweep that. I never thought you'd get it that low.
To get your team righted and suddenly turn it around where Koe's now chasing you.
Yes.
But after this shot, if he makes this and rolls away as they plan, who's still chasing Gushue?
That's right. But it's a little bit, yeah, you're right. But the staggered guards could help here.
Whoa, that's good, that's good.
And we'll leave it right there.
Nice shot.
Yeah.
Key to leave it there, because if they come around this corner guard and then they're past that red one, Team Koe can slash that red one in.
As quick as you're on the button, it's very, very close to that.
It is.
Copy. Top 12.
You want top 8 depth? Top 8.
Like to go a little.
Room. Top 8. Switch.
It's close.
Need some curl here,
Getting
guys.
better.
Right to my broom. Line's good now. Line's good. Looks
Hard,
light.
Jeff.
Looks light. Hard.
Hard,
for weight.
boys.
Hard for weight. Go.
Hard.
Okay. Sorry, we were sweeping the whole way for weight. Oh, were you? You're always saying, yeah, we said it was light, and we're sweeping the whole way for
Oh, I
weight.
didn't hear. Sorry.
It remains Howard up 2-0. They
think
blank
we
the
double
second, and a blank in the second
Okay.
also means Spotcher leading Epic.
I think you have to double peel.
Or we go in there, but it's really, really hard.
Yeah, but then we can leave them in double, and now we can
You
get
try
out
and
of
draw just behind it or just beside it is what you're doing.
I don't
I
hate
like
that.
I don't love that.
Like, this is not
So
great.
precise.
What's the double peel look like?
I like that.
I think so.
That's the safest. It is 4-0.
Is the yellow like, if we're coming off that yellow, is it, we can't jam it onto our red, can we?
No. It's like a foot higher.
I mean, you love to just draw right beside it.
I don't see any good draws, really.
I don't mind the peel.
First thought's the peel.
Let's double peel.
Smart.
He
You
wants
turn
us to
across
draw.
the face.
Half rock each. Leave Brian
Well,
a
is
little
that-
thicker than half rock's fine.
What do you always say?
You gotta be.
What does the opposition want me to do?
Yeah.
Right? And Ben said it. Gushue wants us to draw, so let's rip the guards.
It's amazing when you're stumped yourself. Just pretend you're the other skip. You get the answer every time.
Whoa.
Watch where it
Get
goes.
close to that corner. No.
Shot.
Shot each.
What each?
Yeah, now they've got a double if they
100%
want.
the
They
shot.
can hit yellow if they want. At least they can hold this to a 2.
Yeah. We touch forward here.
The same weight I gave you last time.
think a little more.
Good here, or is that?
That was a little light. Just a hair more, not much.
I think you need 3 or 4 feet more for sure.
Okay.
Yep. Line's
Little
tight,
light.
guys.
Little light.
Hard. Line's tight. Line's really tight. Hard, guys.
Mark Nichols,
Hard.
big scrub, big crush.
Hard.
Gallant,
Stay down.
Walker.
Right. No. Touch. Whoa.
And they'll be all over it.
Get in. I just never had a chance.
Okay.
I can make that
Start off
Yeah,
with
that's
this.
what I like.
Flats.
No, I like this.
Okay.
Does that go across the top?
Oh, yeah, 100%. Half
Maybe
rock
you
is-
want to play it this way.
I like playing it this way.
More like this and lose the guard.
Brendan
I like
Botcher,
that.
John Epping guaranteed spots in the playoffs, or at least a tiebreaker. John Epping and his last.
And he's in a bit of trouble this end. Ryan Fry just ticking a guard on one of his and missing a double against 4 on another. He did make a hit and roll on his first, but Brendan Botcher was able to pick it out. So it is 3 that John Epping faces. Needs the 4-foot.
Oh, look at this scrub. Brent Lang, Matt Cam. Oh, and he won't get there. 1 and 2. Steal 2.
Boy, that over curl by a ton.
Pathetic end. Pathetic end.
Yep. Hard bend. Gotta go, Ben.
Gotta go, Ben Hebert.
Roll it.
Get in there.
Whoa. Okay. Not bad.
Not bad at all.
Spins a little bit past their own sitting top edge of the 4.
It wasn't Kevin's. He was trying to make the double there, but if he'd hit it really thin, he could have missed the double, jammed it on the red one, so he protected a little too much.
Make the double.
Yeah.
Half rock.
Yep.
Thick half.
Yeah. Thick half.
Good half.
Yep. Whoa! Whoa! Close. Whoa! Whoa!
Jeff!
Whoa!
Gushue first. Walker got him. Come across. Touch it now. Will this settle in time? Oh, no. It'll spill out the back. Oh, gosh. It's just one of those games, isn't it?
It's gonna. You're absolutely right. Just can't buy one. Nice throw. Just any more curl.
Shoot.
A millimeter more.
Any more, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the worst thing happened too, because now a little hit and roll, and Brad's forced to a single. Can't even blank.
We're a little firm, too. We're normal weight. Normal!
Clean it!
Whoa! Yes.
Clean!
Yes.
Just clean!
Whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Just clean it! Mine.
Good. I heard you.
Well, I mean.
Path you took, probably? Well, you got the, like, right there. Probably a little bit more.
Okay.
It should be okay. Speed's good here.
Yeah. Is there any play there? Double for the blank?
The double's there, but I don't know how you'd roll out. Okay. So risky.
Get by it there. Yeah, that'll get by it.
This seem a couple feet slower and draw the button. Like.
Okay, thinking in this path would be pretty close just because it's straighter. This is the same path that Mark threw, or just a little wider than that. But, okay, so it's a little slower than
4 feet slower and draw the button.
Okay. I liked it. Listen.
Line's okay. Easy.
Top 8, Mark.
Going against a couple.
Go ahead, you can.
Whoa. Okay, easy.
Whoa. Jeff. You're
Top
good.
8, top 8.
You're good.
Up 4.
Shot, Brad.
And good he is, as he'll draw the top 4 to get on the board. Finally, for Gushue. Comes to the third, a single.
Clean the whole way. Hard. Clean it. Clean. Just clean.
100% so far, and still perfect. 2 more, Alberta, Newfoundland, Labrador. They are sitting shot wrong. Steel point to tie. Kevin Koe. Heaver. Pick it, and he does. 7-5.
Hard, Benny.
Make this run back, stick it for 1. Maybe get the blank. You're going to catch it. Yes, you will, and you'll get it to the back and add 2 more. And Alberta are the Canadian men's curling champions. And we look forward to so many more great shots during our season of champions. Our next stop will be the Continental Cup in London, Ontario. The Canadian juniors are in Langley, BC at the end of January. This year's Scotty Tournament of Hearts will be in Moose Jaw. Tim Hortons Briar will be in Kingston. The World Women will move into Prince George in March. And then the Men's Worlds will be in Glasgow. And that will end our season of champions the first weekend of April. But it all starts here in Leduc and this year's Home Hardware Canada Cup. And the big prize, of course, the first place teams will get their spot in the curling trials set for Saskatoon in November, December of 21. And hopefully wear the Maple Leaf, Beijing in 22. So finally on the board, Gushue, after giving up the 3 and then a steal of 1, we go to the 4th, and it is once again Kevin Koe that does have last rock. He has the hammer playing the Redstones.
I catch that. Straight peel's fine.
Straight peel's fine.
You mind the out or no? Sure.
Yeah. Koe not electing to play the 2 tick shots, which you normally would do when you're winning, playing the 10th end, but it's so early in the game. Ben using his skills, 2 out-turn come-arounds, perfect. Team Gushue rolled off on that little tap, so they could hit and sit 3, but that's just going to set up a pocket. So this is absolutely the right call. Get that front opened up.
Hard! Catch it!
Nearly catches it on the way by, but does get the highest of the guards.
How was that slide?
That's a perfect throw.
Couple feet less on this side.
I'm wondering if this side's gonna
Same
be
weight, Mark?
I think same. I'm thinking same over here. Okay. Me too.
Back 4.
T back 4.
Clean.
A little slower. It's coming down
Whoa.
already. Whoa. T line. Whoa. No line, guys. Okay, we're just T. Mark. Top button. Hard mark. You gotta go. Top 4. Top button. Gotta go. Gotta go. Gotta go. Gotta go. Keep it going. Keep it going. Okay. Man. Just full. Okay, let's make that roll, Flash.
Holy, that was a big piece. It's gradual on this intern, okay? That's okay. Little roll.
Yeah, dead on's not bad either.
Forward way, Flash.
The 2 red ones are exactly where Koe wants them. It's just managing from here now.
Weight's good. Yep.
Whoa.
Straight here, Flash.
Whoa.
Get ready. Let's close, Beach. Really close.
Whoa.
Yep. Yep. Yeah. Beach.
Whoa.
Yep. Yep. Hard, hard, hard.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Benny. Roll it, BJ.
Slide it over, and there you go, all lined up. 3 in a row and behind that center guard. So let's get you caught up. Howard has added 1 more to his total. Jones has come back with a single to tie. Silvernagel scores 2. They're even. And Epping and Botcher, pardon me, has, with his steal of 2, now leads 3-0.
Nice peel. Yep. Yep. Hard. Hard.
Oh, we touched them all. We'll get rid of 2.
Nice shot.
And moves that center line guard over just a little bit. Mark Nichols.
Talked about it in the Jacobs game. You have to know when to bail. Brad doesn't want to be running rocks in, but he had to have a chance to score. He's made it a lot less claustrophobic in that button area. Nice shot. Moves the guard out of the way too. 2 reds gone and a little bit more open.
Sure. Yeah, this is right. You want to roll it a bit. It's not heavy. Hard. Little light. Whoa.
Whoa. Whoa.
Yep.
Whoa.
Weight's great. Whoa. Weight's great. Yep.
Roll it out of there. Roll it out of there.
Good spot.
Precision curling going on here with Team Koe, Vic. You're a little lucky in the first end, but they haven't missed.
Freezes the shot. It's either that you can do.
I don't mind the roll.
Yeah, I'd rather roll it than play the double.
What's that?
I'd rather roll it than roll the far one over.
Okay.
Like this, behind the guard. No.
Oh, this one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even if it gets them away from the guard, right?
Yeah.
Like, then at least Brad's got something to draw behind.
Yeah.
You say board?
Board?
Yep. Board weight.
Get a bit of curl here, Brett.
Yeah, I like that ice.
Should be a little better down the middle. There's been enough hits here now.
I still think as we get this center, it's going to curl.
Forward weight. Weight's good. Hit it.
Mark Nichols.
Well, heavy.
Go hard.
Jeff.
Trying to help it
We're
over.
high side. We're high side.
Yeah,
Roll it,
Parker.
roll it.
And they'll bang it on the nose.
Close. Little heavy, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mark.
Hack.
Hack weight.
Whoa. Hack. Whoa.
BJ Neufeld.
Whoa, guys.
Just hack.
Close.
Yep. Whoa.
Yes.
Flash. Ebert joins in. Want to roll it just a little bit and does, and it peaks.
Shot.
But they are sitting
Pretty
too.
good, Beach. Good shot, buddy.
Nice stone.
No, great kill.
Again, it's that you know, that controllable weight, right? Just give it to the brushers. Yeah. Use everybody on the team.
Shoot. Good shot.
Just enough to kill it.
Enough
I
to
guess,
kill
right?
it?
Yeah. Is that enough, Brett? Yours didn't go crazy down here, but
Yeah. It's close. It's close to me.
yeah, like it's enough though, is it? Like shoot her to the hack weight, eh? Yeah, I like that.
Don't think Brad can get to the inside here. Sure risky. I think this will run a shade straighter on this side.
We're hack.
Weight's good. Just to the hack.
Little big. Whoa! Whoa!
Hack
Sure
weight.
got soft enough weight to get the curl.
Brett! Hack.
Gushue first
Hard, Brett.
skip
Got a
stone.
chance.
Here
Hard,
in
Brett.
4.
Hard, Brett!
Gallant now.
Hard!
Taking that inside edge and leaves it right there on the nose.
Is the best, Kevin, because if you roll in, if you
Yeah, I
do
guess
this, he's going here. I guess might have that.
No, you're right.
Nose is
He's
really
got nowhere to draw if I do that. Or hard.
hack weight.
Yeah.
This is where the sport's really changed. You'd think you'd like to come down and maybe do something like that to give Brad a tough shot, but there's so much curl this week that Brad's going to come down like that, and now it's double guarded. So you have to stay away from that thing. You might even see Kevin roll way over here. If Brad tries to come around, it better be perfect.
It's pretty straight here.
You bet. Do too much. Hack weight?
Yeah.
How's your throwing, Koo? Are you throwing hack? I like that for hack. Just nice hack. Less. Hair heavy.
Yep.
No, weight's good.
Easy. Yep. Easy.
Whoa.
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 Whoa, Ben.
Whoa. Flash.
Flash. Whoa, rolled away. Whoa.
Whoa.
Want to roll it away as you
over there.
suggest, and they'll
okay.
do maybe half a stone.
My fault.
Try. Probably 6 feet more weight.
Yeah, because you want to.
Yeah, we want to make sure we kill it when we're, because we're going to
Yeah,
hit
that's right.
just a thick half,
Yeah.
really.
Yeah.
Plays 4.
6 feet more weight.
Okay.
Heavy hack. Yeah. How's that ice look? Half a rock, basically. Heavy hack. Thick half, I think.
Close, yeah.
Looks close.
Will he try? Will he try for the roll in behind his own?
I think he has to. Look at Kevin wanted to roll a little bit farther, and they got a little mixed up in the brushing, but you sure don't want to be a hero there and roll right out. You got a good shot at it too here. The odds of making this roll perfect. I know it's Brad Gushue and it's his
6
favorite
feet more,
shot,
8 feet
but
more.
Clean.
it's way less than 50% he's going to roll as Barry.
Whoa! Brett!
Orlando's
gotta
picking him up.
Yep, yep.
And nothing. They can't believe there's no curl there.
Yes.
I was bored there.
It's a
I like
straighter
straight
side.
more.
Boy, this would be a big point here. That extra grab a deuce.
Well, I was heavy hack there.
Yeah.
I'm thinking like board.
Yeah.
I'm gonna clean this up really quick.
Yeah.
Go back.
Green.
No, board.
Yep. Green.
Board, wait.
Easy. Green.
Whoa.
Yep.
Just
Clean it,
perfect
guys.
weight choice, Vic. When you got the two muscles on the front, just throw it soft.
And that's good enough for 2 more. Koe's rounding into shape for the playoffs. Final evening round robin play here at the Home Hardware Canada Cup. And the Brad Gushue, who is in a must-win situation to force a tiebreaker, finds himself down by 5, 6-1 Koe. And we're just in 5. Jeff Walker.
It's over.
Throwing lead stones.
Go ahead, then. Early over off. Just need to curl. Just need to curl.
Started badly for
Just gonna
Koe.
get there. Just get over.
Or pardon me, for Gushue, when Koe took advantage of a couple of mistakes by Gushue in that first, put 3 on the board, and they're off and running.
Yep.
We were never throwing
Yep.
another
Just wanted to
guard.
make sure we were old.
It's an innocent 3 too, Vic, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
just out of nowhere, but again, the mistakes were made, and as we often say, at this level, you're punished, and he was
That's right.
punished.
Yeah.
I was close.
We're not heavy.
Then you have to take chances, and you had a good shot at it too, till Kevin Koe ripped Brad's heart out on that hit and roll, and
Line's real good.
Light.
now you're gambling.
Gotta go for everything.
Come on, guys. You got to go for everything. Line's nice.
Line's good now, guys.
Keep
Line's
pulling,
really
Ben.
good.
Yep.
We're good,
Yep.
Kev.
Take the stagger away. Hard, hard, hard. Right up.
Boys, ult. Nice spot. Around really good.
Yeah.
Air high. Yep. Hard. Gotta go hard. Keep it there. Keep it there. Hard, Mark.
Mark Nichols trying to keep it there. And they'll run it back, get rid of 1, and split those stones now.
Sweep.
He threw it right there and stayed there.
Yeah.
Yellow
Gushue
one.
with last
Sure.
rock, laying the
Hate that.
yellow stones.
No.
Not going to fool around with a 5-point lead. You could just hit sit 3, but these 2 corner guards are lined right up.
Clean.
Off, off,
Clean,
off,
he
off.
says.
Clean.
Shot.
Drop flash.
Okay, what I've been throwing has been a little heavy. Speed's good here.
I think speed's good here.
How deep?
Top 4.
Yep.
Four to 6 feet less than I've been giving you in those taps.
Yeah.
The second tap, I guess.
Yeah. 4 to 6. I like that.
4 feet.
Line's a little tight.
Just tight. Yeah. Okay, this is gonna curl. You gotta go. Gotta
Hard,
go.
just go.
Gotta go hard.
Swingy side. The fact they yelled it's tight is not good.
Hard for
Hard,
Lions.
hard, hard. Come on, Jeff, you got it. Hard.
Hard.
Gotta go.
Hard.
Still by.
Do we want to just
Hard,
bite here?
hard, go. Just
Just
get
bite.
as much
Hard,
separation
keep
as you
going.
can.
It's a gimme double if we don't.
Good scrub, guys. Okay. Just a little soft,
I
eh?
just wanted to bite at the end and see.
It's okay.
Well, let's go over and peek over the shoulder of Ryan Fry. as he puts the brush down for John Epping, the last in 4.
And it really has been all Brendan Botcher this end, starting with a great run back double by Darren Moulding. And on his final stone, Brendan Botcher buried it in the back of the 4. It is 3 that John Epping faces, has to go way out and then wait for that big swoop to get to the 4-foot.
Yep.
By 1, by 2.
Hard.
And just not enough.
Gotta go. Whoa.
And it'll be a steal of 1. That's there, right there at the back edge of the 4. 4-0 Botcher.
That died on John. Great double.
Well, we're only half in the range.
Those 2 teams, of course, are already guaranteed a spot in a possible tiebreaker.
Might be best to freeze it. If we leave it up there, freeze it. You just gotta poke it a little bit and he's line 4.
Okay, freeze it. I don't think he's freezing.
Exactly.
Okay. Right?
Oh, exactly.
Never freeze it.
Well, that's right. 5-point lead. This gets buried. They're going to peel a guard.
Right?
Yeah. Brad, I felt soft on mine.
I know.
T.
Want to be frozen. Line's tight. You gotta go. Tough for it. Line's tight. Tough for it. Hard.
Gotta go.
Hard.
Line's good.
No, line's tight. You gotta go, guys.
Hard.
Hard.
T.
Hard.
Walker.
Tough for it.
Ryan
Over curling.
wrapping around that corner.
Whoa.
And where will it sit down? Over curl. Let's see.
Okay.
No. Looks like it is the second shot.
I guess we could freeze. He can't come off of ours.
freezing it now. Freeze. Yeah, freeze if you move it an inch.
Just top 8 depth. Yeah, speed's good here, guys. It's curling a ton.
T-line's good. Freeze. Top 4
Overburied.
T-line.
That's how good this ice is. This is overburied
And it's curling
probably
big.
about 6 inches. And they're planning to freeze to it or maybe even kick it over an inch or 2 to sit 4.
Outstanding game by BJ Neufeld so far.
Hey, just freezing right now.
Really liked it, guys.
Light's good.
I heard him saying, I really liked it, guys, so make it good.
Where are you? Gotta go.
Here they go, Flash and Hebert.
Looks here to me.
You're really
right
close.
here, close for line. Yep, wait there. We're there.
Whoa.
Yep.
Whoa, guys. Whoa, guys.
Look at this shot.
Off. Hit it over there. Beauty shot.
Wow, pushing it back. So now sitting 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Yeah, he's got a
Brilliant.
triple.
Cooey without last rock. Just never takes the pressure off, does he? Rachel Holm and Jennifer Jones in a 2-2 tie playing 4.
And a little bit of deja vu for Jennifer Jones, facing 2, trying to roll under, trying to group stones, not able to get under. It is a wide open shot for Rachel Holman for 2.
Can you get low? Still line 2.
They're line 4.
We only have 2 shots
And
left.
there is 2 more.
Hey.
I like to freeze.
Sure.
If you have to, guys.
I know what you're saying, but
I'm saying you tap it on the nose.
he throws a guard.
Okay.
Good freeze right on there.
Yeah.
Similar weight.
Yeah. Same throw.
I think you need a little more in the
These
spot.
are just about impossible.
I'd say 2.
Yeah, you guys-
Obviously,
you guys
freeze
slept
has
out
to
a
be
fair bit.
perfect
Oh, yeah,
speed, but to get the line right when you're taking 6 feet up.
Actually.
Ice is so hard. Let's get over or under curl by a foot.
Should be there on its own.
Foot heavy. T-line.
Line's a little tight.
Top
Yep.
4.
Weight's pretty good. Yep.
Still to it.
Hard for line.
Little bump. No, pretty good.
Hard for line. Bumping her
Little
off.
bump.
Whoa. Bumping her off. Stay with
Back
stay
button.
close. Bumping her off.
Whoa.
Yep.
Back button.
Whoa.
Back
Whoa.
button.
Whoa.
Back button.
Whoa.
Good shot. Beauty, man.
Good one.
Good boy.
Right down on top. Beautiful. Mark Nichols.
Great shot. What's slower there? Because I thought it was Matt.
I was nice and positive.
Actually, we can.
Can't do that, I guess.
That might go over top. No, in a million years. You gotta nose it. You don't think
He just knows it. That's probably the
I
play.
guess hitting, coming off this one. Like it's, the angles are all good for us, right?
Yeah, you could do that right across. That
nose?
kicks that out.
Yeah,
And
if we
it
nose.
depends
I like
on whether
nose.
this one goes
You wanna
there
cheat it one
or
way or
whether
the
it
other?
goes there.
Well, I don't think a little. I think if anything, a little low side. I think he tries to freeze. He tries to freeze on the inside of that guy. I think, right?
Yeah, and then we might have to maneuver,
Maybe.
hit and roll over to here.
Yeah. So a little low.
Board?
Board.
Try to
Shade
hit
less.
dead on to keep another rock in play, which officially eliminates that little yellow one on the left there.
Dude, you want to roll off this a bit?
No.
No? Okay.
I want to be just. Nose is okay. Like he can't afford to do much with it.
Okay.
I think he freezes over there, and
You
at
can dead
worst
nose
I
again.
can dead nose
Yeah.
or I can hit and
Sure,
roll.
sure.
Right? I think if I roll off, then he hits and rolls
Okay,
onto that
okay,
other
okay.
one.
Right on the nose. What kind of weight? Board?
Good weight. Wait, it's pretty straight here.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, fellas. Right on the nose.
Theory being, yes, Gushue's shot, but how does he get two?
Solid board.
Yep.
Little heavy.
Yep.
Hard, Colton. Drill it.
Well, that
drill it.
91% is indicative of the team. What did you say? 93 as a team their last two games?
That's right.
They're just
Right up.
getting better.
Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't a good one. He wanted to hit that dead on.
Right there. So I threw there. That struggled to get the center line when I threw that.
The other game we covered, he missed a couple of out turns on the tight side. But as we all know, that's his first shot. So that second one, he's
Yeah, that's right. That's already been parked,
Problem
put
was,
away.
I got center line, so
Okay.
just takes forever, and then once it gets to center, it curls.
Yeah. Okay.
Like that looks like plenty to me. But
What do you think for weight, Jeff?
I hate to take less and over. I'm gonna throw the same as I threw 2 ends ago. You guys swept it to the top of the button.
Yeah,
Okay.
top 4 we swept to.
It's a little less, Mark.
corner freeze just above that red one at the edge of the 8. Give a little bit of separation. More importantly, it might not be an angle for a double.
Just above the T line, guys.
Line's good. Top 4.
Yeah, struggles continue.
Line's good.
63% on draws, 71 on hits. It's just not his game.
Needs a curl.
Jeff's wrong.
Needs a curl, guys.
Jeff's wrong.
Just trying to get it going.
Needs a curl.
Go a little.
Right next to it. Right next to it.
Well,
Sit. Okay.
Oh, nice shot.
Now I'm going to nitpick
I don't think
at
it's
you.
going anywhere.
I mean, it's at the side. Would you not like to have had it a little bit more up on the corner?
Well, the reason why, if it's up here, Vic, normally you want it there, right?
Yes.
But if Kevin, with his ability, now he's coming from this angle, he can get that to go that way.
Okay.
Now,
Board. Try and just
when it comes
kinda-
across, it goes there and directly
Just kinda
hits
roll
into that red one and stays there.
Stay
Brilliant
there.
spot, really.
Yeah, it's pretty thin though to not
It
stay
is.
up.
It's like a third.
Yeah,
Just a great shot,
Maybe
really.
a thin
no, that's
third.
pretty good weight.
Third-
Yep.
third's
No
almost-
more.
Right here?
Now, the
Board
only
where
thing
I
that,
threw it,
and I'm sure it's obviously more difficult. If you come across, you catch the top of that yellow stone.
Yeah.
And then it goes back.
If you could hit the very top edge of it at 1,000,000 miles an hour, you might be able to get that out of there. You're right. But it's coming from that camera angle, and it's basically frozen, isn't it? Nice shot.
Liverless.
So Kevin's decided he can't make the double, so he's going to throw soft weight, hit and roll on top. Has to be shot rock, though.
It's good.
No.
Yep.
Yeah, hard
No,
hard net.
no, guys.
Whoa.
Right off. Whoa.
Flash.
Now he'll try to help it over. Colton flash.
No.
And they'll leave it there.
A little anxious to brush there.
I think this seems easier to me. Is speed going to be the same?
Close, I think. To me, that's looked really nice at the end.
Do you like this path, Jeff? Or
Similar path to Mark's.
we haven't played too much on the intern down this way.
I know.
I think if anything, it'd be 2 feet slower.
I think 4.
4? Okay.
We told
like
Mark
that.
about 4, and he threw about
Yeah.
6 or 7.
Yeah.
And it was good.
First half.
Looks good. That's
Final stone here in 5, Brad Gushue, and a chance for his first
Pretty good.
That's not his.
Yep.
Okay.
Line's
multiple
good.
point in.
Line's good.
Top button right now.
Line's fine. 14-7.
And it will settle down for 2. Gushue gets a little closer. But midway through, Koe leads it 6-3.
The 2019 Home Hardware Canada Cup of Curling is brought to you by Tim Hortons, the official coffee of Curling Canada. The 2019 Home Hardware Canada Cup of Curling is brought to you by New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada, by Home Hardware, Here's How, and by Purex Bathroom Tissue, soft and absorbent for over 95 years.
Well, it started off well for Kevin Koe. Popped a 3 and then stole 1, and really he's been in control. Gushue finally responds with a deuce at 6-3 as we're in the break. Let's check the numbers after 5. And Koe, the team, outstanding when you look at them individually. Hebert at 93, Flash 93, BJ Neufeld 93, and Kevin Koe at 88. And Brad Gushue is low player on the ice at 73%. Yeah, sometimes it feels pretty lonely. Brad Gushue. You've likely noticed a familiar voice missing from our telecasts so far this week, and there's a good reason for that. Cheryl Bernard first became a member of our TSN team back in 2014, and over the past 5 years, we've learned what a great teammate she is. Always having a positive attitude, always caring so much about everyone around her, and doing it all with a smile that just never seems to go away. So when Casey Scheidegger needed someone to fill in on her team here in Leduc, well, it's no surprise that she asked to borrow our teammate. For the past 3 days, Cheryl got to turn back time and be out there doing what she does best, being a great teammate. A loss this afternoon meant that Team Scheidegger won't be playing this weekend, but it does not mean that Cheryl gets the weekend off. No, tomorrow we'll have a full booth once again, as both Russ and Cheryl will be alongside. Our TSN team will be back to full strength, and that has us smiling too. On the ice, here in this final draw, playing Robin Silvernagel. Yeah, it was a remarkable. I mean, you think about, of course, 96 and the silver medal of the Scotties, and then the trials, that win, and getting to the Olympics and winning that silver medal, all of it in Vancouver in front of the home crowd. Our Cheryl Bernard.
She's made a lot of shots this week too. That to walk out here, I'm not really playing competitively for roughly 10 years, knocking off Jennifer Jones game 1.
And, you know, that was the surprise, I think, to Jennifer. What is this person that hasn't been playing full time, you know, playing occasionally, and she took the game right to her.
Yeah, she really did.
And quite often, really, she did what you both have talked so much about if you're going to play Jennifer Jones. Don't play afraid.
Right.
If you're going to get beaten up and thrown out of the building, fine, but don't play afraid, and she took it to her.
Did she ever?
So to the 6th we go. And after that 2 and 5, it'll be Koe once again with Last Rock has the hammer. Playing the Redstones.
The last lead you think would get fooled in the 5th after the 5th end break when the ice gets a little keener would be Ben Hebert. He's been in this situation about 6,000 times.
Yep.
But back 12 he went on his first one.
Good flash. Have a go with that.
Yeah, I will. Back 12. Fuck me.
Back 4. Back 4.
A little bit better situation to steal
Shot,
for Brad Gushue.
Back 8.
Back 4.
Back 4, back 8.
Okay, back 8.
A bit quicker. I gotta be a little less.
I think it's a
even.
couple feet quicker right now.
All right, let's get you caught up on John Epping and Brendan Botcher. Already know they're playing for, they are into a possible tiebreaker. And a final stone, Epping on the way.
Well, he's trying to run the stone back for Brendan Botcher. He was a little full and a little heavy, and the curling gods were on his side tonight. It hooked and picked up something, and he wound up shot.
And so Epping picks up the single 4-1 as they go to the break. Colton Flash. How many you got? Bang, bang. Touch them all. Oh, you got to get it too? Oh, goodness gracious. Colton Flash.
The Zoltan.
Shot Flash.
They go away, touch that one, and almost sneaks it by that stone at the back of the 12.
In argument, you don't want it back there anyway, so that's even better. It's basically a quadruple. That simplifies things in a big hurry for Koe.
Just past half. Got a little extra line here. Just past half. Jeff.
Kind of like we talked about in the opening, the 87% Gushue.
Lines.
Careful what you wish for when
Yes.
Koe was at 93. They just outstanding performance here.
Hard.
Okay.
Okay.
Queen.
That slider.
Good shooting, buddy.
So getting you caught up as the games are all now in the second half. Howard continues to lead. Homan, if she wins over Jones, will finish first. And a single by Cheryl Bernard in 5 has her in front. I don't know if many people did wear it. I guess Pat Ryan was the player that I always remember with that steel slider.
Yeah,
and
you can hear it.
Well, yeah, and you can hear it here too, right? But my goodness,
Hard, guys.
just out like a rocket. And then that cat-like pose of him is on the ice, right? Ryan Fry reminds me a little bit.
Yeah.
When we watch Ryan Fry, who throws the third stone for John Epping, when he comes out and he ends up down, you think he's it's Pat Ryan.
I think the best hitter I ever played against, Pat Ryan, and he could do wonders with these stones.
Okay. What was that, halfway?
Pardon?
That one was just halfway.
Yeah, maybe a foot past halfway.
Okay. Top 8.
Yeah.
Line's real tight, Brett. Line's close. Lead's pretty good.
Lead's good.
Line's still tight. Yep. Lead's good. Where is
there.
it? Yep. Stay down, lines. Whoa.
Bounce, little bounce.
Straight to it.
Yep,
No bounce. No bounce.
Yes,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
yes. Good. Good weight.
Oh, that's two just perfect freezes by Nichols.
Yeah, that's why you got to bump unlock it.
No, dead nose is not an option.
Okay.
Either rip it out or you try and lock it.
Okay. Yeah, I don't mind that either.
It's pretty thin.
Okay.
Yeah, you got to hit it thin to
I'm
get
not
it
a
out.
big fan of this. He's just going to start guarding it.
Yeah,
right?
I don't like that.
Quarter rocks.
The other options, you
Third
can hit
rock.
and roll to the right, leave the yellow one in, and then Brad can't really guard his without a lot of danger.
Yep. Hard bend.
BJ Neufeld
Whoa. Yep.
Hard.
with it all the way. How nice is that? Golly.
Okay.
Talking about the Pat Ryans back in the day, that shot is you couldn't remove it.
No.
That went out for fun.
Not much, though.
Probably want them chasing it or not?
Yeah, we want to chase it.
Shots good.
Now, you know, it's funny. You would look at Brad Gushue and you go, boy, how disheartening it must be, certainly. But Gushue's done that to
we
many
wanna go
teams
with?
himself, right?
Yes. All these teams are used to this. These days where you
get at, but then he can wrap one around.
make a lot of shots and still lose by a pile.
Throws a hack later and bumps it out. So
you want to go
just
top
quite
12,
deep.
huh?
I think we got to be top 12 and take a
Okay.
chance. Yeah.
You think it's any faster than last time in this spot, Jeff? Really close.
I think it's just a couple feet quicker. I'm just wondering if that's enough ice in this spot, because once it gets to center, it goes, right? Top 12 it should be. You think? Okay. Yeah. So what are you thinking for weight?
I was just thinking 2 feet quicker right now. Just
Same as what I threw on my first one. Same speed as what I threw on my first one last time.
Yeah, I think that'd be really close.
Okay. Yeah.
Just give us a little, yeah, ice the same speed as that.
That's all there. Let's
Yeah,
go.
I thought so.
Yeah, I got top 8. Yeah, that's what I had too, Jeff. Line's real good. Not bad.
What does that say?
Line's good. Let it work a bit.
That here on day 3,
Jeff, it's you.
draw
Jeff,
9.
it's you.
He's trying to get around a stone, which is probably maybe 2 or 3 feet over the hog line.
All right, Jeff.
And he's wondering if he's got enough ice.
Whoa.
And it's probably 5.5 feet.
That's right,
Can't
exactly.
throw the brakes on a little.
Exactly.
Just foot hard.
Put in a good spot.
And he just wanted it top 12, just bites the top 8.
No, my first thought was the bump.
Yeah.
Just
Center line with hack.
How
Just
good's
through,
the
right?
surface? That's fully buried. That's mathematically perfect. And Kevin's going to try to tap it out.
A little extra hard. It's lightning here.
You could do it with the other turn, too. It might even be easier with the in-turn.
So you're just throwing just hack?
Geez, the end looks easier, but.
No, this out turn will go for you, bud. If you have the right weight.
No, I don't even need that. Hack is max.
Just hack.
Worst case scenario here, you'd like to just stay shot. If you just chisel that out a little bit, stay for shot rock, you'll get forced to a single, but that's not horrible.
No, you're leading by 3.
Anything but a steal.
Never before he's ready. 3 sets. Kevin Koe in his first.
Green.
No. Back 12.
Flash, why are you sweeping?
Back 12.
Yep.
Yes. Yes.
Hard.
Yes.
Hard.
Go hard. Go hard.
Hard.
Come on.
Really hard, guys.
Keep going.
Hard,
Keep
Benny.
going,
Hard.
keep going.
Hold this guy and pull it right over.
Go, go, go.
Wow.
Sweep it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it goes there. That's all. I didn't hate the throw.
Take more ice. I didn't start that.
Just going across the line goes nuts. I think coming into it we can hold, but
It's real thick. Even here, like that's almost too easy. It's a little hack weight lob. Like I think we got to go there and hope.
I agree.
They can play a draw. I think you want them to draw. Yeah.
This much on this
Fully,
side this time?
if anything, yeah.
Really fooled
Okay,
Kevin.
where do you want to?
Again, the swing side, but that he screamed, "Don't sweep."
Even?
I think even is perfect.
Yeah, or even like
And even
an
had
inch
they
short,
picked it
maybe?
up right out
Yeah.
of his hand, I don't think
Okay.
they'd
No,
have been able to
no, I
hold
don't
it.
think they get it by.
Right in the middle of the 8 foot, Brad.
About the same speed, you think?
I think the speed should be the
I
same
think
here.
you can throw the same weight.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Hair less,
I got the
pretty
same.
similar.
I thought it was close.
Okay.
I got the same.
Looks there.
Yeah, I think we're there.
room.
Looks there.
I think we're biting for.
We're pretty wide.
Jeff.
Still there though, Mark.
Jeff.
Lots of
Fighting
room
for
here,
it.
and we know it'll go crazy, but it better.
Go.
How
Full
deep you
four.
want it? Whoa, Jeff.
Half four. You gotta bury. Help.
Whoa,
help, help.
whoa,
Whoa, he's saying whoa.
whoa.
Yeah, I just didn't want to roll in. It gives him a free. Although I think you want him to play that. Kev, this is edge on edge. You throw back line, same weight.
I don't. That's probably my least favorite shot.
Yeah, you've wrecked the guard, like you just did, and you give up a steal of 2.
The double's not there.
In turn draw. Oh, this is nuts, guys.
No.
Not a chance. I'm not fooling around with that.
It's the same in here or what?
15 seconds.
Unless I like the looks of that.
Sure. Yeah.
It's funny, Vic, how when you get ahead like this, the game takes a lot longer in your head. You start thinking of ways you can lose this game. So you'd like to hit something, but if you hit the wide one, you probably give up a steal of 1.
Still not happy.
What do you think? I agree.
I just don't. We don't.
You like it?
I'm fine with it. They like
Okay.
it. Back
line.
Here it is.
Yeah, I think you got talked into this one a little bit.
Yep. When he went out front to look back,
Kevin, or I like it. We haven't
Patty
seen
said,
it
no,
once.
I don't like this. So they're going to tempt fate,
Back waiter?
tempt that guard again.
Back line.
Okay. Should get a nice little finish here, too.
I understand what you're saying. You want the game to
take
flow.
off.
You
Yeah.
want every decision to be almost automatic.
Where was that?
And right now
Back
it's
12.
not.
Right. And if he was tied or 2 down, he's playing this shot, he's going to make it.
Yeah.
But all of a sudden there's doubt. Well, what if I wreck? What if I roll out? What if I don't make the draw? You start thinking that way. sometimes.
We'll find out right now.
Whoa.
Facing 2.
Whoa. Clean. Whoa, guys.
Whoa. Whoa. Flash.
Whoa.
Go. Flash. Go. You're
Fine,
Oh,
you're fine. Don't
go
clean,
flash.
clean, clean, clean.
Yeah, fine they are.
shot.
Very nicely played. Koe adds one more. Looking to finish first. We started with draw 1 of this year's Home Hardware Canada Cup on Wednesday morning. It only feels like 7 days. Now here we are in draw 9, winding it up on Friday night
Mine's fine.
at Sobeys Arena in Leduc. The playoffs are ahead tomorrow. Right now, the potential for one tiebreaker game. Brad Gushue trying to force that, but Kevin Koe not playing along. Koe a win for him, and there would be no tiebreakers, and he would be and finish first and be in Sunday's final.
I threw this in, I know it. Tight guard, slips in, it's okay. Just play it the same.
Hey, Kathy, we're back to you as we start this second half. 4-1 Brendan Botcher leads, and you can see his third. Darren Moulding has the brush down.
Well, Brendan Botcher made a double on his first stone, but he left one red stone belonging to John Epping at the back. So John's trying to separate them as much as possible. Bit the top of the 12-foot, so this forces the draw.
No, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Yeah.
Okay,
well,
not bad.
I don't trust that spot. Good.
What's wrong with that?
14-4.
They pick up the single.
Good shot. Sorry, I don't have a lot of.
Yeah, I threw board down this line before.
Yeah.
Again, 5 perfect shots. The leads and seconds for these two teams are making everything. You're trying to stack 2 rocks up on the same side, same corner guard side as Gushue is. You want as much separation as you can get, and you want them lined up straight. So if a raises back, you leaves this thrown rock. Look how far apart those are, and straight. Just can't roll out. That's all. Can't buy one, can they?
No.
I threw it at curl.
And that's frustrating because they thought they came in feeling as good as they had all season about their game. Another update for you as we start the second half. Rachel Homan, Jennifer Jones, and last for Jones on his way.
Well, a really good shot by Emma Miskew to double out both the Jones stones. Really turned this end around. Jennifer faces 3. Has elected to hit the open stone rather than draw for her single.
Right to it. One.
And one it is. We mentioned not a lot of smiles from Jennifer Jones in these first 3 days.
Yep. Top 8. Yep. Top 12.
Hey, line's pretty good.
One T line here, guys. Top 4. Gotta go. Just
hard.
Hard. Top 12.
That's not close, guys.
Just hard. Hard. Get as much separation as you can, guys. Hard. 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 Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
Just to sneak that by, drag it there. Great brush by Walker and Nichols. No, I think this is a great event, a great test for teams to a little bit of introspection.
Yes.
Teams that have struggled here, they came in feeling good, like Gushue, will go back and go, well, we still need to work on something, whatever it may be internally. And you know, a Dunstone comes here thinking they've found something, but boy, at this level or within this field, they've struggled. He's had a great week. What was it today when we started out? He was the #1 skip, Matt Dunstone, and hadn't won a game.
Exactly. Yeah.
Tuck around a little.
Glenn, your brother, comes in very happy about his game and his the team giving him a little bit of life. But boy, he chose. He continues to lead Dunstone, and wow, look at that. Robin Silvernagel cracks a 4
either a guard
out of nowhere too,
and takes the lead over Scheidegger. No, it's going to. Some teams are going to go away from here. They have more tour play before the holidays, and then after that, the Continental Cup for some, and then the playdowns will start.
I'd take
work to do.
Well said. I think a lot of teams have learned a lot here. Sometimes the hard way.
Yeah, the only problem, it makes it a little harder for us to get rid of this.
No, but he's like he's going to be blasting. You got to think.
He's probably taking 1 run at that, right?
Yeah.
So.
Or here, which is tough, but.
My first thought. Oh, my first thought was here.
Yeah.
Like doesn't.
He's going to have a shot no matter where we go. So yeah. Unfortunately, there's no guard.
Leave it a third open here.
Yeah.
There's a lot of options. You could guard your yellow one, because Koe, looking at the scoreboard, might keep peeling. You can draw around everything. The unfortunate part is Ben lined his up so nicely. If you bury it, it's a fairly easy double raise.
I think it'd be a little more than.
We watched
Sort of back where it was.
Randy Furby lose the Brier on a situation like that because they weren't lined up. Nova Scotia went around the guard twice. Or you can just kind of bump them around. I think they're going to go right to the back, 8 foot, Vic, buried.
Big boost.
These are so hard because you're trained to throw T-line or less. Can't throw it through.
Well, no, heavy. We're heavy.
Mark Nichols admits he may have given it a little, as he called it, a boost.
Getting good. Half 8.
Will it stop?
Can you, Brett?
Might be true.
Yeah, it is that little bit. He admitted it.
13-8 on
It was.
heavy.
Lance said, "Did you give it a boost?" He says, "Yeah."
I'd suggest if you threw T-line there, it would curl sooner and slow right down. So it's once you throw that hair extra, the boost, it stays out in that wide slick stuff a little bit longer.
It felt like it was kind of picking in my hand, and I
Big boost.
Oh, I know. Staggers me. Oh, I thought that was gonna hang on.
Yep.
Hard.
Hard bend.
Yep.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, you got to roll this, Ben. You got to roll this. Oh,
And no roll there. Just sits at the top edge of the 12 and sitting 3 now is Koe, but without last rock, up 7-3.
Thinking.
Yeah.
I think so.
Okay.
I think so. Normal dead straighter.
Okay. This is not an ease, like just a sliver high.
Normal, yep.
Yeah, I think 3/4 will do it. Whoa, wait. Jeff!
Walker.
All right, Jeff.
Hard, need some line.
All right, Jeff. Watch the roll.
And we'll get
Okay,
2 and roll it and pop out.
Nice try.
Shot, Mark.
Shot.
Everything going Koe's way here. Not a lot of tough shots.
Shot.
just had to.
I think those are good.
I like normal.
Okay.
Nose hit, Kev. Try the roll. Okay, I like it.
If I roll dead behind.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Or long roll.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think you have to be buried here, Vic. I think just roll, even stay right there. And if Brad buries, you'll have a bit of a raise. Roll the button and be even better.
You are normal weight, Koo.
Yep. Whoa, 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 whoa. No. Rolling a little.
Okay, good shot.
Now they got a little inside rolled to tuck a little bit underneath.
Good shot, jump. Double my jump.
Can't really draw anywhere.
No, I like that. Good chance that double jumps.
How much does he have? He's missing an inch. Missing an inch.
Yeah.
What do we,
I think we could.
We definitely can, and then he's playing a freeze, right? That's how
Yeah, and then but if we get it in there and he leaves it there, and then if an inch is only lost, I might have a double.
Yeah.
I just, you know.
I think we got to play the blank.
We're worried about this, Brett.
Blank my jam.
You could go right there, and then this is not simple. To actually bear by that top one where Brad's standing to make that.
Get fully where you need to. It's going to be way back there.
I don't know about the blank, Vic. It's getting pretty late.
It's like a
back 8.
It's a shade.
No, he thought also attempting the blank might jam on that stone just outside the ring.
Yeah, the way the night's going probably will.
Oh, I know, but there's a off chance of doing it.
Then.
I got it there.
Then he's blasting for sure.
Yeah, but then he blasts and then he blanks.
Yeah. Or he takes this on, right?
How easy is it there?
You play it out, you blank, you get your 2, you're 2 down, you go steal, you can tie the game. So
trouble is, in order to get the length, it's not going to be shot, right? Well, no, this is about as far back as we can go. You could be over, but then that makes this easier.
Yeah. Yeah, you want to try. You got to try to be right behind.
You got to get it where 3/4 will miss it, probably, right? Yeah.
I like the double.
I'm just concerned. To me, it looks like.
Well, Brad, play it this way.
Oh, I don't love that. I think if you're drawing, you're better off just drawing right here, aren't you? Well, that's what I was thinking. If you just got a little bit under,
then he blasts.
Then if he blasts this, then we do that.
Okay.
Or you know, you could try that. Problem is, you get it there, and it's just a ding ding. Okay, let's play the double.
Which way?
After all that.
Yeah.
And he didn't want to.
Spin it
He
off
didn't
that.
like it.
Just,
No, he didn't.
Just a hair low.
Okay.
Danger here too. If you don't make
Are we
it,
playing it?
you're forced to a
Just
single and
shade
all
low.
Hair low.
with all
Try to make it
chances.
off of
Yeah.
that.
Well, as we drop into the game with Homan and Jones, and I'm seeing the Yellowstone back edge of the 4. Jones, shot rock, and final rock from Homan coming up. Can she get there for 2?
She can indeed. She hit and stuck against 2 on her first, and Jennifer tried to utilize that redstone that you see to go around. It hung out for a very long time, probably a 3rd open to Rachel from the hack, so just soft weight to get to the face of it and tap it back for the 2.
Meanwhile, Gushue missed the double, leaves the shooter outside, and as you say now, they can split the rings and the force is on.
Yeah, that was the danger.
Lisa, clean. Line's really good. Whoa, you're heavy, you're heavy, you're heavy.
I think so.
Yeah.
Well, Homan having to take a little bit weight off and just gets the single, couldn't move it far enough.
Great judge.
He definitely would
Just
rather
thinking
force.
he's got. Where are we going? Maybe it's back here. Maybe it's the
That's
Yeah, it's just, if you go to here, that's definitely there, right?
Okay, yeah.
Let's just go over here then.
You got to be in front of the T line.
Yeah.
Over here.
Sure. I like that. Sure.
Yeah.
Middle 8.
T line weight is good.
He's got that. What?
Howard's lead now 5-1 over Dunstone. And Botcher continues to lead. Epping 5-2.
Yeah, the angle is
like, you see what I'm saying? If we're top 8 here, does he have a half rock?
That's why I'm trying not to get it way over there. I'm trying to keep it more like in the forefront.
Okay, yeah, that's good. Okay.
More ice, Beach.
Let's just put it around the T line, Ben. Yeah, I like it. We're good. Yeah.
Interesting. They're really working this one over, Vic, and they're worried about
Steve's perfect.
our angle, raise, stick it, roll in, and make it. So all they have to do is keep it close to the center line. And there's no raised double.
Yeah, line's fine.
There.
Just T line.
You're okay, guys.
Lead's good.
Okay, just in
T-line.
front of the tee.
Lead's good.
Looks
Be a little
there.
above the T.
Lead's good. Weight's perfect. It's not heavy. T line. T line.
Off for a
T-line.
sec.
It's right on the T. It's right on the T.
A little above the T on this line.
Just in
It's
front
above
of the tee.
It's above the T. It's top butt. Sit.
Shot, Kev.
It's good. Good, Kev.
Perfect.
Shot, Kev.
Shot, Kev.
Final stone in 7. Brad Gushue facing 2.
Heavy hack, easy board.
Yep. Stay down.
Hard.
Stay down. Yep.
Shouldn't roll very far anyway. Sweet.
And right to it. That's for the single. Koe continues to lead it. He's up by 3.
Yeah.
We go to the 8th. Kevin Koe knows a win will give him first place in a bye to Sunday's final. Brad Gushue in a must-win, has to somehow find a way back. But here at 8, it is Koe that does have the last rock. He has the hammer playing the Red Stones on this Friday night in Leduc, Alberta, the Home Hardware Canada Cup final night of round robin. so short, so intense it is with just 7 teams, 6-game round robin. Good teams are going to be going home.
Right beside it. Yep.
Top 4.
Same way. Tuck a piece around it.
Oh, terrific games for both leads.
Fantastic.
Jeff Walker at 100% on his draws. And Ben Hebert, of course.
Pretty good though.
You wouldn't
I think
expect
you're okay.
anything else.
It looks good, buddy.
Where are you?
Weight's good.
White's good.
Top
Wait
4.
only.
Looks there,
Top
guys.
4 still. Looks heavy, Beach.
Still looks there,
We're
guys.
T-line. Off
Jesus.
it, off it. Stay with it.
Just top 4.
Flash, shade. Yep. Whoa. Whoa.
Whoa.
Whoa. Great
Good
shot.
sweep, guys.
Top 4.
Nice spot.
Good sweep.
Around the work.
Triple guard it. You go back 4.
That might be better.
That shot.
Back 4.
Yep.
Okay, I'll try to throw a little less than I'm beginning of these. Back 4.
Back 4 weight.
You're hitting hot.
There you go.
Whoa.
T
Low
back
fall, low
4.
fall. Whoa.
Weight's good.
Whoa. Line's close.
It's heavy. T-line.
Whoa. Back 4.
T-line.
Yep.
Back button.
Oh, Jeff. Back 4. Weight's real good. Hard, Jeff. Hard. On this one. Just okay.
Make it.
Just need to play more weight, probably, too.
What's that?
Whoa.
Colton Flash, outstanding game for him.
Whoa! Come on up here. Attaboy, Colton.
Yeah, very nice.
Fucking right.
You know, he made that other one earlier where he, as you called it, the quad. And now he's just really on his game this evening.
I love the intensity he brings too. You know, they're up 3. It's not like he's the skip. It'd be easy to start daydreaming a little bit. He's right into
To a
it.
broom length.
And listen, I think that intensity comes too with the fact that he's playing with Ben Hebert. There are few that are more intense on the ice.
Line's out there.
It's a little
Great
high.
game.
Go ahead.
Make sure it's at least
then-
halfway, guys.
You know, Brett Gallant.
Line's good.
I heard Kathy when we first came on the air talk, Brad Gushue saying that the struggles this week have once again been at those mid positions. And Mark Nichols and Brett Gallant. And coming into this, they thought they had that and those problems solved, but here they are back again.
Might give you the out.
I'm sorry.
Clean it. Clean.
Shot.
Not too many choice. You got to keep guarding this thing for a while.
Well, as you look at the house, the shot stone belongs to John Epping, and Brendan Botcher's last coming up, leading 5-3.
Well, he's trying to play the red, yellow, and hope that the red that his shot will pop out. He threw a stone on his first one in the top 12. That allowed Epping to go around. He made it perfect.
Here we go. Thiessen with it. Going to try and angle this back, and he will pop it. Away it goes. And now one for sure. And around they go. It looks like they picked up 2. And Botcher to the cheers of those people here at Sobeys Arena from just up the road. And the Saville Community Sports Center picks up the win, the final 7-3.
Good round robin. 5-1. It's good.
Yep.
Hard, Ben.
Gotta go, Benny. Hard. Right up.
Okay. Chip that red behind.
Probably
yours.
want back 8.
Back 8?
Back 8 to back 12.
I think
Okay.
back 12 to move 2.
Yeah, we're trying to move. You want right on the nose?
That's pretty close, yep.
Okay.
Sliver high.
Back 12?
Yep, back 12.
Hard part here, this happens all the time. Once the guards are gone, that's what Koe's looking for. He's trying to drag the play into the rings as soon as possible. So now we're into the rings. Where does Mark tap this red one and not leave a yellow double?
Right.
Just through.
For the likes of a BJ Neufeld.
Yeah, we're halfway to the hack. Jeff?
Just through. Just back one. Just through.
Hard, Jeff.
Just through.
Hard, Jeff. Hard, Jeff. Hard, Jeff. Hard, Jeff. Got a chance. Good. Great shot.
The weight was good at the end. Like, came down a bit because weight ended up being perfect. Looked a little heavy most of the way.
line.
Great job.
Very nice. He might be smart to hit the left yellow one, not try any hero shots. Yep, just hit that.
That was our first thought.
We're fine, guys. Just nose it.
Yeah, go peel.
Nose and peel. Love to get rid of that red. Yeah. It's the only thing that's hurting us, that red. Sit 2.
What kind of weight do you like?
Peel.
You like peel?
Peel weight. Right on the nose there, Beej.
BJ Neufeld.
Shot, Beej.
Pistol.
Oh, really good.
Maybe just get a hair low, let him blast.
Another final, and it's a 5-2 win for Glenn Howard over Matt Dunstone, and so Glenn will finish with a smile and a 2-4 record. Dunstone will be winless in his 6.
Is that enough ice?
Brendan Botcher now finishes with that win at 5-1 and waits to see if in fact he may pick up that first place, but he's going to need a Gushue win, and right now Gushue struggling 7-4. Koe leads. Koe would go through to the final with the win.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's a little tight. Good.
Couple.
I just wanted someone else to say.
Similar speed to.
We haven't thrown it many out this far.
I think it's still like that 4 feet slower than it ever was. Like it just has never been the draw the button speed.
Okay.
Interesting.
So more than what I was throwing on my other ones?
I think similar.
Yeah. You think the path is similar?
I think the path is similar.
Okay.
Yeah.
Looks close.
It's pretty good.
Line's okay.
Yep.
Back button.
Whoa.
Okay, line's good.
Whoa.
Weight's
Line
good.
only.
Room.
No, back 8,
Lots
back 4.
of room.
A little heavy, back 4.
It's got a curl.
Tap and a rock.
It's good now.
Tap and
No,
half a
it's
rock.
got a curl.
Just let her dig then.
Close.
It's good.
Yep.
It's good.
Yep. Yep.
Whoa. Clean. Good shot.
Just that's 3
shot.
freezes
Might
from
be
Team
easier to
Gushue,
get
2 from
there.
Mark, 1 for Brad.
Was the easiest.
The spectacular shots.
As long as I get rid of one of them, yeah.
Right.
Possible to double jam, but
This is, yeah.
shade high.
Okay.
I think so. This is just as
Dropping in on
Decent here,
Holman
actually.
and Jones. Holman leading 6-3 and sitting the 1 frozen back 8, and Jones with last rock.
And that shot was made by Jennifer Jones on her first one facing 3. She made a lovely hit and roll off one of Rachel Homenstone's 2 frees. Rachel tried a big
Keep it
weight
straight,
shot
Josh.
on her final. It just didn't move at all.
Line's good.
And so this is a draw for 2, needs full 8 foot.
You're heavy off.
Jocelyn Peterman on the left, Don McEwen on the right, as we watch Koe. Oh, goodness. That's just magic again. Watch now. And she'll pick up 2 Jones.
Pretty good.
Well, that's just not fair.
Back animals.
I liked it.
I think that's better than.
He wanted to jiggle it, not jam it.
Roll there.
Picks it clean.
Yeah.
It's just because if
Yeah, because even if I make the draw.
whatever you like, whatever you're feeling.
Show him an inch.
Yeah, but
That's
to
your
get
best part.
buried though, Jeff. Like I think you're giving him half a rock. Right?
Yeah. But he's gonna have something.
I think our best bet, like
roll.
Brett said, is do that, and then we give him the draw.
Good with that.
Yes, that's the understatement of the week when Walker said he's going to have something.
Throw it
The
there,
way he
and
plays,
make him make a shot.
he's going to throw rocks like that when he is going to have something.
Yeah, or just slash the, like, you might still be able to slash the 6 too, right? If he's D. But I don't see anything else.
Yeah, just being out curled again. Gushue has brought up his draw numbers, but it's not his game. The way we've become accustomed. Player numbers are brought to you by New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada.
How's that ice there?
Looks like a lot, but what are you looking at for weight?
Just
That
board.
easy board you threw last time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We kind of threw this path with Hack in the early
I think
on.
that's close.
I think it's close, yeah.
Yep.
Good weight.
Board, just board.
Whoa, that's nice easy board.
Lead.
Yep. Real close. Yeah. Yeah.
Hard! Hard! Hard!
Right to
Hard! Hard rolling!
Nothing.
No roll at all.
Nothing.
Dead.
Time to start the car.
Throwing the out. Peel. Firm.
Firm. Just
Yeah.
nice firm.
Sounds good. Out turn firm.
Just talked earlier about it's a team
Actually,
that,
I like the end.
I like
Shade
it.
more.
and Koe in particular, when these kind of events
Turn peel.
happen, he has that switch. And so this now is for first place.
Right up. Clean. Clean. You're good.
All the way down. You're good. Oh, they're more than good. That's 3 more.
Clean.
And that's it.
Again, Brett.
Koe will win it. Make the final. 10-4. Finishing at 5-1. It'll be a 3-3 week for Brad Gushue. And so Koe will go right through to Sunday's final, leaving Botcher and Epping a rematch tomorrow in the semis. You betcha. Thumbs up for Koe.
Sarah, Gracie back row.
The 2019 Home Hardware Canada Cup of Curling is brought to you by New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada.
Kevin Koe. It's a familiar spot for him, answering questions from the media. And a terrific week as he winds up 5-1 after a 10-4 win. Started well, taking advantage of the mistakes early by Gushue to pop a 3. And 84% overall to Gushue's 77. 10-4, a win for Koe, and he will be in Sunday's final. Game Story is brought to you by Tim Hortons, the official coffee of Curling Canada. And it's a final as well. As Robin Silvernagle will win her first 9-4 over Team Scheidegger. And Cheryl Bernard, who will finish their round robin at 2-4. So 1 game remains on the ice. Rachel Holman up by 1. Holman trying to secure lockup first place on the women's side of things. We know the 3 teams that are going through. Holman, Fleury, Carey, but Tracy Fleury would get first place and the bye if Holman should lose this.
Yep, a little big. Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm outdone. No.
That's that little shell. If we're familiar with this sheet.
Tough one.
The hair straighter out there.
T-line? Yeah. T-line? I think we go back 8. We peel. Should we be peeling? We could peel. Okay. Should we be peeling, Rach? What? Should we peel that? We'll be shot here. Okay. Okay. Back 8. Cam. So close. That's right. A little light. 6, 7. This back floor.
That's a pretty healthy number, 95.
Some more light. We gotta go. We gotta go. Top floor is good. We gotta go. Switch and go. Take a look. You're there. Just losing everything here. Okay, keep going. Yep, keep going. Ooh. Hey, sweet. Good. Losing a bit of the pebble, eh? Just on yours, like, yeah. Can't lift.
Looks like they'll try to ride this through to 10, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, for sure. Jones, it's
looks like
watching this game, it feels like they're out of this game, but you look at the scoreboard, one mistake.
9.5.
Most of her
Just
points
runs
have been
nice
hits
here.
or draws against 3. It's a nice deuce in the 8th.
All's quiet except for this center sheet. And there again, that's indicative of her week.
Very.
Joss! No, you're good, you're good.
Okay.
Gotta cross.
A little bit of panic because it hung there for the longest time.
Nice. Nose? Yeah. Yes, Joss. How much weight?
10? Yeah. Try to roll that frozen over there?
Yeah.
She's probably trying to roll over here.
Already thinking that maybe we'll Jones, if that stone is right there, we try to roll towards that stone just outside the rings.
Hard! Hard!
Weagle, Courtney. And as she expected, they'll roll it the other way.
Yes.
Try to roll it.
It's always something that's funny about Rachel Homan. Just curling wisdom beyond her years.
Oh, yeah.
Always has had that.
Okay.
You know, we can talked about the strategy at times and whether she's a bit too aggressive or not. But it's the fact this young lady knew the strategy, knows the strategy that well. And right out of junior.
Oh, dude, yeah. Or earlier, yes, yeah. You know, all that work with Earl Morris.
Oh, gosh, yeah. She was a sponge, wasn't she?
No choice here, just have to hit it.
Hard, hard, hard.
Hard! Gotta go! Hard! Hard!
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Keep going, keep going, keep going.
Take it all the way down. Just does. Good save there by McEwen and Peterman.
Sorry, I was just a bit soft. Sorry.
Look at the contrasting in ice.
Sorry.
Rachel's going to throw this harder, but Jennifer hit it dead on with a foot of ice. They're actually going to try to hit the high side with no ice.
Just a shade more is good.
It's that outward motion that Rachel's perfected. She hits the broom and it doesn't curve. She might not make it, so it almost has to fall.
Easy. shot, Rach.
Goodness gracious, a dart.
Yeah, yeah, exactly the way she wanted to throw that.
Good, good.
To get the blank. Down by 1, and Homan will have last rock. One game remains on the ice on this Friday night here in Leduc. Final round robin draw, Home Hardware Canada Cup. Rachel Homan trying to lock up first place and a bye to Sunday's final as she plays Jennifer Jones. Leads at 6-5, and Homan and her team from the Ottawa Curling Club do have the last rock. They have the hammer, playing the Redstones.
Nice shots, as usual. Don McEwen. Lisa tried the tick, it was just a hair thick on it, kicked it to the board, so it had to be replaced.
Whoa! Whoa! Off? No. Off! Off! No! Gotta go.
Nice shot.
It's a good shot, Lise. Good shot. Yep. Beauty.
It's not like super quick here.
I think it's better each rock.
Better now?
Yeah.
Nice and high.
You got it.
Jocelyn Peterman.
Line's okay.
Okay, we're over.
Easy. Where are ya?
Like halfway-ish, high. High.
Needs to sit.
No, we're halfway.
McEwen,
Clean it. Clean
Peterman
it.
have had
Clean it.
outstanding games.
Clean it.
No
Nice, Joss.
kidding.
That's good.
Good girl.
Good spot.
90, 96% respectively. I mean, it's not often that you get Lisa Weigel out
It's pretty
curled.
tough. Yeah, I think just peel though. Just high side, out turn. What? We don't need to take that other rock. I think we just peel it.
Okay, just the one?
Yeah.
Okay, easy peel.
Oh, look.
No.
Joanne Courtney out curled as well. The 96 of Peterman better.
Boy, big numbers.
I know.
Hair less. You got it.
But this Jones team has struggled this week
Nice. Still there though. Easy.
at the back end.
Long guard.
Close.
Are you heavy?
Right now.
Gotta get off this corner guard first here.
Running. Looks pretty good. Nice, Joss. Good pair.
Do you need it
A little
to
bit.
curl?
Yep. A little bit. No, you're good. You're good. You're good.
Nice, Joss.
Nice. Good.
Exact same spot. Rachel would love to peel both, but it's just too dangerous when they're lined up like that. You can leave the red one that's being thrown now.
Yep. Yep. Gotta go. Gotta go.
Just keep guarding that thing. That's the
Line takes
that's
its
the
time,
rock
eh?
that can help you. The one a foot short of the rings.
Yeah.
Tricky way to play this because if Caitlin's heavy at all here, it'll hit the corner guard.
That's the knee. Yep.
Hi.
Okay, make sure you're over then. Got room, but line will get there. Line's good. Gotta be over.
Not heavy.
Gotta curl. Needs to finish too, yeah. There it goes. Line will get there. Just make sure you're over.
Boy, oh boy, they got to go here.
Hard it over. Hard.
Oh, dear.
Hard.
Pull the string.
Come on.
Nope.
Try. Try
Wow.
to. Were we ever worried?
Is that?
Were we ever worried?
No. Where's last and drop?
Yeah, Caitlin's not happy. They kind of watched that most of the way down.
Well, you said, were you ever worried?
Mm-hmm.
Front end said no.
Oh, does that hurt?
Yeah. We're okay. We're okay. Keep going. Safe, guys.
There, you got to bury right around that corner.
Yeah.
Just like tight,
Yeah.
are you thinking? Just tight around this corner.
Yellow one's a lot easier.
We just go tight. Okay. Okay.
Hard to regroup because Caitlin thought she threw a good one. They just watched it die. So now what do? You throw it harder on your own. This spot will get, once across the center, it'll get a little quicker here to the wing.
4 feet. Like it to curl a bit. Although I don't get there. Line's good.
Joss is wrong.
No, it has to finish, yeah.
Gotta bury it.
Needs to bury.
Bury it.
Gotta bury it. Hard, hard,
Hard. Keep
hard.
going, keep going,
Hard,
keep
hard,
going.
hard, 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 hard.
Mentioned the struggles at the back end for Team Jones. Caitlin Laws right now at only 68%. And then Jones herself at 71. Compare that to 96 for Miss Q and Holman at 89.
Clean. Shooting him.
Gotta go here, top 12.
Starting to cheated a bit.
Yeah, yeah. Yours didn't do a whole lot.
No, and I didn't think I was very positive.
Here.
Okay.
A little slower down the center.
12 foot.
You often see these go right through, Vic, to be honest. Not that that's going to happen to Jennifer. She knows these spots, but
Probably still max ice, eh?
underfoot,
I just feel like
this
once it
spot's
gets
getting a
to
little
the other
flatter,
side,
so it
it'll go.
feels slower.
Okay.
So you add that little 3 or 4 feet, but once it curls past the
It's a
guard,
little heavier
it's
here?
extremely quick to the corner.
Well, the other thing is too, I mean, if
You there for? Yeah.
we've heard a number of players say, and the sheets have been really quite consistent. Once it gets past that center line, then it starts to go.
yeah.
Right?
Should be all there.
Keep a broom down. Top 12. Keep a broom down for line.
Hard line!
Full 8.
Broom!
Hard line.
8
Stop.
foot!
Just over and up.
It over
Clean
curl,
it,
if
Dawn.
anything.
Let it sit.
This is where it'll glide a long way.
Got
There
space to
goes.
sit.
Top to about 12, and look at that go.
A tough shot because you watched Caitlin's under curl by 2 feet, and then at 10 feet more, it over curls by 2 feet. They had to have that buried.
I'm just gonna run. That doesn't curl. How are you throwing it? I think I need a hairless for peel. I like that. I like that. How are you throwing this? Gotta let go on it. Easy peel. Go. Clean, Joe.
Rachel Holman in her
Yeah,
first.
Lisa. Sounds good, good.
Not a problem.
Very nice. Rachel looks sharp.
Just worried that we were.
Yeah, these two teams, I mean, if she holds on, she goes right through to Sunday's final, and I think there's any question at the moment.
I've thrown it a few times
On a Friday night, at the end of round robin, both this team, Holman and Koe, are the sharpest.
Yes.
I think we try to overbury it an inch. I think the line will always get there. Full 8-ish? Yeah, top 8. Like that weight's close, hey, a little bit less.
You almost want to leave this out half open just to make Rachel think, should I hit it? And it's that much closer to pay dirt at the button. Fully buried, there's obviously no question, and they'll draw the 8 foot.
Line's better.
Top 8. Very easy.
Line's great. Still room.
T-line. Well then.
Gotta be Joss.
Well, I don't get there, but let it work.
Lots of weight.
Needs to stop.
T-line. No. Okay, Joss a little bit.
Needs to stop.
Just above T. Oh, it's good.
Sit.
Good. Nice shot.
Nice done.
And better hidden underneath to the edge of the 8.
Now, if they'd been able to do that with their first one, Rachel peels, you sit 2 somewhere, and then when if Rachel decides to draw, she's drawing for a potential loss.
Yeah. I don't want to get too far out, right? No, I think that's good, but Lisa's rocks are also a bit straight, right?
Yeah.
But it's a different throw. Yeah.
Basically, the draw the putt path's probably slowed down a hair.
Sorry, the weight's in my coat.
You think that weight's close, that top 12?
Yep, I do.
Yeah, I think so too. You have to add like just a little extension.
Yeah,
I think that's really close, Reach. Let's make it.
Full 8 foot. Leads by 1.
Actually, I think you can
Put herself and the team into Sunday's final.
It's running. Take a look. Hasn't curled yet. Take a look. Off, Joe, off.
Needs to curl into the slow stuff.
There it comes.
Shot, Rach.
As the crowd responds, and it digs in right on the lid for the single point. A 7-5 win, a 5-1 record, and a spot in Sunday's final. Rachel Holman and the team from the Ottawa Curling Club.
Good job.
And a pat on the back from Jennifer Jones. So no tiebreakers as the field sorts itself out. These are the teams that will make the playoffs, with Koe and Holman right through to Sunday's final. So Koe will go through to the final Sunday at 7 Eastern time. Tomorrow at 4 Eastern, it'll be Brendan Botcher and John Epping. Botcher a winner tonight, 7-3 in their final round-robin game. Now, while on the women's side of things, Holman will go through to Sunday's final at 2 Eastern time, while Tracy Fleury, Chelsea Carey will play Saturday.
The 2019 Home Hardware Canada Cup of Curling is brought to you by OK Tire and BKT Tires, by Home Hardware, Here's How, and by Tim Hortons, the official coffee of Curling Canada.
Over the last couple of years, we've had enough continued success that it really feels comfortable for us. We've been playing well, and we really brought our bar up. And that's what you need to play against these top teams game in and game out. You need your average game to be pretty good.
I just feel like every time we step on the ice, we can win. They really make me believe that I'm the best. I know I can compete against the best skips, and now that I really have a team that is just so solid and consistent, I really think this is the best chance that I'll ever have going forward.
And so now it is on to the playoffs. Semifinal, men's semifinal comes your way Saturday at 4 Eastern time, 1 Pacific. Botcher and Epping. And the winner, of course, will move on to play Kevin Koe on Sunday for that first spot in the curling trials, as we already now focus on Beijing in 22. Till we talk with you again, thank you for joining us on Canada's Sports Leader, TSN.